Hi everyone, it's Kev Smankrush's channel. Welcome back to another video on my channel. In today's video, I will be doing my AFL predictions for season 2025. If you haven't seen Kev Smankrush, welcome, like, comment, share. If you're new to the channel, watching this for the first time, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll do my top 5 predictions, maybe, but this is my predictions, and I certainly do have question marks on certain teams as well. So my 5th prediction is that Luke Beveridge will get sacked if the Bulldogs don't make the 8 in season 2025. Now, I know that's a bit controversial. I know that sounds like a big call. My problem is with the Western Bulldogs is that they overhype their list to a point where I know the media do it as well, where they should be a top 4 team and looking to contend to get a double chance and have a home final. But because I feel like that I'm pretty sure I had the team to slide out of there, I definitely think that he's under a lot of pressure, and that's definitely how I would see him as well. There are a fair few players that are leaving. In my opinion, I would not be surprised if there are more to come. But I do see them not making the finals, not just basically on the injuries that's happened, but I think it's their list as well. I think it's where he puts his players. Like, if you play them in the positions that they're made for, I think that definitely you get the best out of them. It's okay to mismatch and play them in different positions if you want to try and win the game or something, or want something to work your way. But I do feel like that is a huge cause out of it as well. Number 4 is Simon Goodwin will get sacked if Melbourne don't make the 8 in 2025. Now, this team won the premiership back in 2021. That game plan where it was kick mark sort of style game where they could move quickly. Than that they aren't really much of a running team. The last couple of years, they've went out in straight sets. 2022, in particular 2023, where they lost to us by 7 points. So in 2023, they lost to us by 7 points and lost to the Blues by a couple points as well. There are a lot of whinging that's been going on from Melbourne fans in particular about the whole Angus Brayshaw situation as well, where he had to effectively retire immediately. Part of this was, and a few people have definitely said this, and I've said this myself, is that he should have gone off earlier. But again, like when Nathan Murphy got that head knock in the grand final, because he received a head knock in the grand final, Nathan Murphy, we took him off for assessment, and even though he was right to go back on the field, he made that decision himself that he didn't feel right. So I think that's been a maturity as well. I know Melbourne talk about the culture a lot more. I don't think it's a great culture. I don't think their game plan is that good. I personally think Gawn will struggle in 2025 because even though you have Oliver and Petrarca there, if the losses start to mount, if the pressure on the outside noise starts to mount, and they start losing Cosy Pick and that sort of thing, they probably will lose Oliver and Petrarca as well, and Melbourne will be nowhere near it. So I think now it's time for Melbourne to put up or shut up now. Put up in playing finals football. Personally, I don't see them playing finals whatsoever. Number 3 is put up or shut up with the Gold Coast Suns. Now, hear me out. The reason why I say that is because they need to grow up as a football club. My prediction is I don't think they'll play finals. I may put them in the finals boat, may not. They could play finals this year, but that one's a bit of a 50-50, and I'll have to wait and see until when they play their pre-season games and I can have a look at where they're at as a club. Because when are they going to learn to win away from home and be that team? That's where I see them at. So if I can see them as that, I'm pretty sure that not many people will be able to see that, but it is going to be interesting as well. Number 2, and this one is very controversial indeed, that could potentially may happen. Sydney Swans will not make the 8 in season 2025. Hear me out. Grand finals defeat, you always drop off the year after. The Giants have done it. We know Sydney have done it back from 2022 to 2023. Yes, they did make the finals, but they did go out being 8th spot on the ladder. That's, to me, would be the reason why I say that, is because I'm not too sure if the Swans have learned, and that's where I think that could be a controversial call, but I do see that as a chance that it could. Number 1, and this is my probably least, this one I reckon would definitely happen. Brisbane Lions will start the season slow and then work their way back. Now, what I mean by that is what happened after the grand final, that they started off slow and then they got going. I think this is what's going to happen again. Playing opening round, it does hurt ya as a grand final team. And I think with the Sydney Swans, the same thing that's going to happen. They'll both start the season off really slow. And that's where I can see that happening as well. Now, the question marks teams that I've got are the Giants. Have they handled themselves better? And what I mean by that, have they handled of choking in big games and win games that they should not lose? I question Hawthorn a little bit more because I don't know what's going to happen with Hawthorn. But there are some teams I do tend to question whether or not what will happen as well. But I think that's about it. Like, they're the main question marks. I think North Melbourne will definitely rise up the ladder. I think they'll get better. I still think Bulldogs aren't guaranteed to beat North Melbourne. I think North Melbourne will get a lot better than what people think. And I think they'll win 6 to 7 games. Roughly that. Maybe 8 or 5 potentially. But we'll just have to wait and see. And that's just my opinion. So let me know what you guys think. Might have to go back on this. Don't forget, drop a like and drop a sub. Bye for now.